500,000 people are expected to visit this year's Sculpture by the Sea exhibition along Sydney's eastern beaches.
More than 100 sculptures have been installed along the coastal walk between Tamarama and Bondi. They'll stay in place for about 3 weeks.
It's that time of year again in Sydney, and opening officially today is Sculpture by the Sea. And joining me now is its founder, David Hanley. David, tell us a bit of a background about this exhibition.
There's 109 sculptures from Bondi to Tamarama Beach by artists from around the world, 16 different countries, from Argentina to Japan, Denmark to New Zealand. It's a wonderful, eclectic collection of sculpture, from the ginormous to the very small and intimate.
Tell us about some sculptures that stand out in your mind.
There's a number of important works in this show. There's some great fun works. And one that's a favourite of mine is Chris Bailey's, that's just here amongst which we're standing now. It's called Bondi Points, and it's a reflection on the 3 stone cutting implements that were found on Bondi Beach in 1899, which are Aboriginal stone artefacts. And this area actually is full of Aboriginal rock carvings, from North Bondi Golf Course to just the other side here on the Tamarama Coastal Walk.
So 109 sculptures, how do you get them in?
That's why we work all year, to be ready for this day. There's a lot of engineering that's going on behind the scenes. Under almost every sculpture, there's as much going on under the ground from a structural or an engineering point of view as there is above the ground from an artistic point of view. We work with the artists. Sometimes it's a bit of a different space for the artists to be working with engineers, but it's an exciting process, but it's one that we have to go through, obviously.
It's been about 19 years. Can you tell us about how you came up with the idea for it?
Originally, I just thought the world needed more free things. The world's so commercial. Let's put on a big free to the public event and say to everyone, come along. Well, you've got the wealthiest person in the country through to the poorest. You wouldn't know who's who standing next to each other looking at the sculptures. And that's a core essence of Sculpture by the Sea, that it's a free gift to the people of Sydney and its visitors.
So what gave the idea to put sculptures on this kind of walk in nature?
Well, Europe has sculptures and wonderful architectural buildings, structures, ruins, just all through their cities. What's special about Australia? Not so much our architecture and our historical buildings, but our coastal environment and our natural environment. So I thought, let's blend sculpture with the natural environment and give the artists an extraordinary playground in which to exhibit their works.
All right, for anyone who wants to catch the exhibition, it runs until the 9th of November.